Spotify is the worst thing for artists in the world. Please, and I tell people, please get into Apple if you're listening to it. There is so much disrespect from all these agencies. So
life is all about four important, powerful words: manifestation, law of attraction, destiny, and all put together creating an impact.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up now, Manasi Scott, singer, actor, and anchor.
If I could tell you how to heal you, I'd bring you back to wellness.
So hi friends, this is Agnelorajesh here. I'm chairman for Global St. Angelo's group of companies, and we are going to be doing Zero to Infinite, a podcast series where you'll meet people who have been there, done that, and they'll be doing much beyond what they have always done till date. So today with me is a very interesting personality. Not meeting her for the first time, not meeting her for the last time also. She's somebody she didn't know before she came onto the show that she plays in a team, a women's throwball league. And the team is owned by my company, that is a St. Angelo's group of companies. And that's where I saw her for the first time. Phenomenal personality, full of life, very enthusiastic, very energetic, very athletic, and a lot of stuff. But Manasi Scott is much beyond what I just said. She's an entrepreneur, she's an athlete, she's into music. She's done more than 3,000 shows across the world. She's an entrepreneur. She's into a naturally created product of skincare. And she's not Manasi. She's Manasi Scott. And she's really hot. You will see that during the show. Whatever she does is with full energy and zeal. And we are going to explore that in great depth. Friends, India is built as a country by outstanding people like Manasi who make us proud by what she does and who she is. We'll dive deep. Manasi, to get going, do you think sport was one of the first places where your identity was shaped long before music entered the picture?
Okay, this is very strange because they literally collided at the same time. With the energy that I have in life, and I'm an army brat, we were living in Bhutan. Dad was posted there for 2 years, and I remember being introduced to the jungle gym and entering my first singing competition, which I won at the age of 6. So it happened kind of simultaneously. And I had short hair, so I was considered the ladka. So I went into all the games, but literally the day I won my first singing competition was the day I discovered the jungle gym. So I think they kind of collided at the same time. But having said that, I think sports, more than the competitions, because I would play close to 8 sports a day. You own the team, throw ball. Played 6 national sports, from horse riding to karate to basketball to kho-kho. And I think the level of energy that I had, my father recognized it. And I think it saved me as a person to play that many sports. So I think sports shaped more of who I am as a person in the early years. For sure.
I think the military background also brought a lot of athletic inclinations or opportunities in your life. But before I go ahead, my gratitude to your dad and your seniors to your dad, your ancestors who have served the nation. So my gratitude for the services that they gave to the nation, Manasi.
Thank you.
That means a lot. And as Indians, we have a lot of respect to the people who have defended our country.
Thank you for saying that.
Gratitude for that. Gratitude for that.
On that note, one more piece of gratitude. I'm a software engineer turned singer.
Oh, and she's a DJ, she's a radio jockey, she's a DJ, she's a RJ. So if I continue with your introduction.
This is just for Dad, and you ask me what shaped me. I was a topper in software engineering in college.
Absolutely.
And I was going for a postgrad to America. And my father actually called me and told me, stop this engineering BS and sing songs. Wow. And that's how singing happened. So
wow. And that's a lot of singing. 3,000 live shows. You can multiply how many other sessions she would have been doing. And there is a saying that during the pandemic, you were on the mic all the time, in the room, on the screen. I think more than 175 shows in 149 days.
179, got an Inca award in 145 days. He's done his own work. I love it.
So before we began the show, I just told her that I've done so much research on you in the last 24 hours that if you forget something about yourself, please ask me. Please ask me.
Yeah.
So you topped your engineering class, trained in mass communication, completed a national sports level, competed at national sports level. Most people would have chosen one safe path. What made you walk away from certainty instead of settling in it?
How lovely. I just answered it, but we'll bless
We can
my
do it
father.
again.
We'll bless my father again, the one father in the entire world who said, stop this engineering. I wanted to become a doctor when I was 11 because my dad was a surgeon and my mother is the director of Pune Hospital. And I used to watch him do operations, and he literally at 11 years old took me to an MI room and showed me random people sick with random ways and said, you can't handle this. And I said, yeah, no, won't become a doctor. Did engineering, did everything else. And he took it while he was in Antarctica. And but he recognized some sort of performance in me. So the only reason that I moved away was my father telling me, become a singer. He used to say, Surf Excel hai na, I'll handle the rest of it. Sing songs.
Wow.
And it's literally because of him and no other reason. So he was posted to INHS Ashwini, and I came to do a postgrad in film and television production because I said, chalo, kuch to degree honi chahiye na safe space mein. And then I realized that I'm better in front of the camera than behind it. And the rest is history.
Wow, fantastic. And you studied in Pune. That's one of my favorite cities.
6, 7 cities I've studied.
One was Pune. You did your engineering from Pune. And the first band that you joined and became a part of
that is so
is again Pune.
Yeah. So I was born in Jalandhar. Let's finish. I was born in Jalandhar. Then Dad was posted to Dehradun. Then Pune. I started kindergarten in Pune in St. Mary's. Then we went to Pithoragarh, then to Bhutan, then to Chennai, then back to Pune. And yeah.
Wow. So Pune is one of my favorite cities because that's where one of my ventures was born, Sante Spa Cuisine.
Which I've been to at that hotel in Koregaon Park.
In Koregaon Park. Yes. And you were with my founder, my partner Sonal Barmecha a few days back at Ahmedabad on the show.
The food festival.
On the food festival. Fantastic. So you're all the places, all over. So was there a defining moment where you knew music wasn't just passion, it was your life, or was it a slow, inevitable pull? What was it?
There's so much learning that happens as you move through life. Now I realize it's my reason for existence. I just did a show at NMACC where we got a 3-minute standing ovation when I launched 6 new kids who I didn't put out because they were kids, but put out because they were great performers on stage. So now it is where I want to be. When I started out, it was just chalo karte hain. When my son was born, I understood how to sing for love and joy. That's when I composed my album for the first time. I think for me, music and singing, I've just finished my 16th ad film for music direction. Like I do this. I think music is my reason for existence, but for all the opportunities that people without the backing that I have don't have, I think more than that, I want to be the person that allows a lot more people to enter music in India, in the Indian industry. That would be my...
Wow, awesome. So just for your records, first and foremost, does this podcast ensure that I get tickets to every show that happens from today onwards?
You own my team. Like, you're the manager. You'll be there for all things. Absolutely.
So one good news that I would love to share is that there is a channel called InSync. They do a lot of music for the last 10 years, mostly classical music. And they are a channel by itself. We have now partnered with them and we are going to monetize their content on YouTube.
Fantastic.
So that is my Music Connect and you are my next Music Connect.
Absolutely.
And you are the...
I've not reached classical.
On the stage, on the stage, setting it on fire is... I look forward to your shows now. So you have reinvented yourself multiple times, Manasi. So across careers, platforms, even identities. Did reinvention ever feel risky to you? Or did staying the same feel riskier? You as a personality.
I don't know if you've checked my personality with AI and found these questions. These are very on-point questions. I think reinvention is the most exciting part of being... when I was in school and I used to do 16 sports and do everything from being on stage and dramatics and elocution, and we won gold medals for dumb charadas. I was always called the jack of all trades and the master of none, obviously, as the saying goes. But now I realize that jack of all trades has been the basis of reinventing myself over the years. I think I find reinvention very, very exciting. Somebody told me the other day that there's this very big pop star right now that is wearing the kind of clothes I used to wear 10 years ago. And the minute someone says that to me, A, it's great, but then I go, I want to do something different. I think to be relevant as an artist and on stage and to showcase yourself on stage when you're presenting yourself to a live audience, you have to keep reinventing. You can't keep showing the same show all the time. So I think I find it very exciting. I think it pushes my boundaries. It's interesting that at this one point in time where I did reinvent myself, Nick Jonas and the Jonas Brothers sang with me at the wedding. No other band has had that ever.
And that's a wow.
That is really
That's
a wow.
global standards. That's a wow.
Indian singers sing with other bands.
Nick Jonas
they sang with our band, and that was something.
Nick Jonas would have been thrilled with the opportunity you gave him.
He said no. No, seriously, it was great. And I think the more I study the Western artists, the more I see what they're doing. You see Taylor Swift, you see, they put so much into who they are as stage people. And I'll say it honestly, without the so-called playback and Bollywood support that most singers have in this country, the only thing I have working for me is reinvention.
But it speaks volumes. If a band like Jonas Brothers has performed along with you, that speaks volumes. Like in business, we say, if you tell your potential customer that your client is NASA, you don't have to say anything else, right? Because it's sorted, it's done.
Like yeah.
You've been there, you've done that, you have qualified for every aspect to be with them.
Yeah.
So now it is the new client's privilege to have a vendor on board who has a customer in NASA. So that's what you did with the Jonas Brothers. So that's brilliant. Congratulations on that. So people see the stage energy with you, and I'm witnessing it. I've seen that on the ground when you played the throwball league, the women's throwball league. So people see your energy on stage, off stage, but not the discipline behind it. What would you like to speak about the discipline that you hold in the businesses that you do or the activities that you're involved with?
Again, very interesting. And I'm studying the term now because as a kid, I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go horse riding at 4:30 and then have basketball at 7. I never realized that was a concept of discipline. When I'm not working these days, I wake up at 4:30 because I love the Brahma Muhurta. And I kind of manifest at that point in time. And it's a conversation with God. I've never seen it as discipline. I just like waking up before anyone else does. I've actually rebelled against working out now. I just don't want to. I don't know if... I don't do riyaz every day. So I can't answer discipline because I do things that I enjoy. And if it becomes an everyday habit, I guess that's what people call discipline. But that whole idea of iske liye har roz ye karna hai, that's not my cup of tea at all.
Okay.
I love binge watching Netflix on my off days. I love shutting the world off. I was the happiest in lockdown because I didn't have to meet anyone and I'm singing every day and I was doing my own thing, but it wasn't discipline. It was just something I enjoyed doing.
So Manasi, you're a national level athlete, black belt. That's scary. How has sports shaped the way you handle pressure, failure, and performance?
It's been everything. I think my father recognized my energy way before anyone else did. And I think now I've learned to own it. But at that point in time, it literally was horse riding at 4:30, basketball at 7 o'clock, then school, then homework, then karate, then gymnastics, then badminton, then swimming, then a game. Like the joke was that if there was a person missing in a team, called Ravindranath, she'll blow it. That's how I learned through ball as well. Kho se leke, I was, in table tennis, when you're playing with a partner, all you have to do is do one serve and take the first serve.
Absolutely.
I played with a national winner and we won the nationals because I could just take one serve and take. So sports shaped everything for me. I don't know if most kids are angry or most kids are not, or whether it's an armed forces thing that you have to shift houses every 2 years and you have to learn to face people and anger or something. But when Dad put me into karate and horse riding were the two things, he said, you do this without, and it shaped me because I understood what it meant to calm down, keep your energy intact, respect another animal, respect another human being. And I think across the world, if there are two things people should do before meditation and all this yoga and all this stuff, is ride horses and get into martial arts. So I'm practicing Muay Thai right now. I did Taekwondo in the middle as well.
Is there an age bar to learn these aspects?
None.
Because we missed it in our childhood.
None.
It can happen at any time.
Anytime. And I would suggest karate for everyone. Karate means empty hands and empty feet. It's the calmest one. It's a defensive martial art form.
Teaches you a lot of balance.
It teaches you how to just center, your chakras, like blowing the shang. It's the same thing. Cardiovascular coherence. That's
Wow.
what martial arts and horse riding will do for you. It'll change
Fantastic.
your life.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So have you ever hit a moment where you thought, I need to pause before I break?
Yeah.
One of them or many of them?
Many times.
Mhm.
Many times.
How do you react?
For me, pausing was a huge learning because I'm naturally on the go. And being a single mom from the age that my son was 2.5 years old and having to handle everything on my own, it wasn't easy. And
I'm sure.
the pauses were, interestingly, conversations I would have with my child with honesty, and they were tough, and I remember them. I remember the times that I had them. I think one of my greatest learnings was to understand how to pause. Yeah.
So have you consciously programmed yourself to be like that? Or has it happened by habit?
I think I was blessed. It just happened because it had to happen at that point in time, without having to apologize to someone for being too energetic or being anything else. It just happened very organically, and I had to. And I think pause is a very, very interesting lesson to learn, because I think it puts you on the precipice of a new adventure and a new journey. And but the hardest lesson I ever learned.
You just explained me what has happened with you in the last 48 hours. For the audience, can you repeat that? What you did in the last 48 hours?
And conversely, I couldn't pause for the last 48 hours.
So where do you pause?
This is going to get very deep for your audience. Yeah, so I could not pause in the last 48 hours because I've literally done 2 cities, 2 shows, 4 hours of sleep, 10 hours of rehearsals.
Flight, one cancelled flight.
Second also almost cancelled flight.
Wow.
6 hours of rehearsal, got on the stage, and 2 great shows. No, you can't pause when you have to do stage. That's not a space. I was talking more from an emotional and mental perspective.
So when you explained me the last 48 hours, I remembered one statement from my mom, that in life, never allow a situation to control you. Always control every situation that you come across. So that's what you did in the last 48 hours, and probably in your whole life. That's what you've been doing, right? You're trying to control every situation in your life, and you're doing it so successfully.
Actually, I would say people want you to control situations, and I'm the kind of person who doesn't. I just go headlong into it and do all I can in that situation.
And you win out of it, right? You achieved everything. You lost the...
I think so.
You got a flight cancelled in the night. You booked the next one in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Threw my way to Delhi airport and said, I'm Manasi Scott, and get me the flight.
You made all the calls. You made all the calls, made
Yeah.
all the arrangements,
Yeah.
and you reached there.
Yeah.
So not giving up is an attitude
Yeah.
or a habit that you have built. That's amazing. So in business, Manasi, I've seen founders clinging to old identities. Do you think comfort is the biggest enemy of growth, creatively and professionally?
See, now business is your forte, not mine. I really don't understand these things, these business terms and all, laziness and something for the growth of your business. All I know is that I'm learning this path. And entrepreneurship and building a business is something new to me, because I've always had everything, artistically, opportunity has come. So business, I can't. I'm still learning. You should advise me on these kind of things. But I do have a young fledgling business, and I really want to take it places, because it's really helping people with the vision I have set for it.
Business is doing God's work, keeping people happy. Everybody around you, your team, your shareholders, your stakeholders, your customers, yourself. It's God's work.
It's God's work,
but that's amazing what you're doing. You're an entrepreneur, so it's very necessary to understand people's expectations.
Please
keep
repeat
them
your
satisfied.
question.
In business, I've seen founders cling to old identities. Do you think comfort is the biggest enemy of growth, creatively and professionally?
Now I'd like your reply to that question. Please, could you?
So I think when you feel yourself comfortable, you need to understand one more thing. You have to do something new, something different, something bigger than what you did yesterday. And as an entrepreneur, you have to keep challenging your capabilities and your capacities every single day, because as an entrepreneur, your only religion is to add value to the people's lives. How you can add value, how you can create an impact. And whenever you intend to achieve something new and something bigger, you need to manifest real hard. And if you manifest, the law of attraction will get the right resources in your life in front of you, and that will reshape your destiny. So life is all about 4 important, powerful words: manifestation, law of attraction, destiny, and all put together creating an impact. And that's what you've been doing in music and other activities that you're involved with.
Bhai Saab, but business, I have to learn all these things. Please send me that recording of what you just said, okay? Yeah.
So Manasi, people see that you have got great energy in whatever you do. And can you tell us what made you think beyond music and getting into skincare, wellness, and something that I love and I'm absolutely passionate about, that is tech? What made you do all of this?
Jesus, that's it. That's
That's
one word.
right.
It just it's come to me like a blessing from various places. And um, tech, of course, from the beginning, it was because I was being a software engineer. But whatever opportunities come to me, I pick them up. But this Mana by Manasi skincare, there's so much that's gone into it because of my dad. Even the name Mana means occult healing. It's from Manasi. Manasi means Saraswati. All the products, the Sibaktan, Rosehip, what we're working with, each of the words are heavy Sanskrit laden words. I work with sound healing. I work with reverse aging. My son had 2 knee surgeries and didn't use a painkiller from day 2 because he's seen me heal the body naturally.
Wow.
So this will require another podcast. But for example, today if someone came to me with, I don't know, a vada pav business, if opportunity comes to me, I take it. I don't say no to anything.
Wow. So skincare, wellness, and tech. I mean, 2 of them, wellness and tech, in a very, very big way.
Wellness. I have to show you my wellness things.
So let's, after the podcast, we need to discuss your skincare business because that sounds interesting. How
skin
are you
healing.
different?
I'd call it skin healing, not skincare.
Okay.
Because I think let's be very honest. It's a relationship with your skin and hair. I'm in menopause and I have alopecia chronic from the time of 15, and this is my Seabuckthorn in 1 year. People are asking me if I'm wearing extensions in my shoot. So I'm walking the talk. I worked with Apricot because I understand Apricot is a very good massage balm. My son was 3 months ahead of his knee healing. He's playing basketball right now for Berkeley Merit. After 2 knee surgeries, only because of the Apricot massages, didn't take any medication. So I'm walking the talk, and I really want people, and the ancient Eastern texts have this conversation about the body being 100% regenerative system. If bones break at a frequency, bones join at a frequency.
Absolutely.
Western farmers mess it up. And this is coming from the product of
But people don't have the patience for the body to do it on its own. So that's the reason they are getting into all kind of medicines.
All we can do is show them and then earn money off it. That's the point. I've never done it, but I have. So
and how many products do you have in your skincare brand?
I'm working only with the products that I can pick up off the wild grown above 6,000 meters on the tree line in the Himalayas. I'm a mountain baby. Mm-hmm. So I'm working with a lot of this, you'll know, nimbu jo ghar mein hota hai, lemon, let's start there. Right. Like we use it for nazar, we use it for things. It's one of the most potent fruit, vegetable, whatever you call it. So lemon soap is invigorating. It'll up your energy in a second. Then lavender, which is a counter, which is a sleep, nice product there. And then sea buckthorn, rosehip, and apricot. That's what I'm looking for, 5 products.
How are you different from the other products available in the market? How have you created a differentiator, or you have not bothered to understand the market? You just did what you're best at.
Yeah. I never bothered to understand the market.
Very few people can climb the mountains to 6,000 feet and above. So
yeah, no, and I
don't have competition there.
Thanks. I really didn't study it. I really thought that it would, and I really hope it does. It's what I'm giving to the world, and call for some boxes for you. When you see it, you'll see the joy.
I'm going to give a feedback. You're available online everywhere, right?
Yes. No, just Mana by Manasi. We're only selling through the website. We've not gotten on to anything else because I don't want to sell through an Amazon because there's a conversation that needs to be had about why you're buying what you're buying.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I really hope, I have a feeling,
I'll experience and give a feedback also.
Thank you.
So you didn't build a career, you built ecosystems. Mana by Manasi, then Manasiverse, that's the tech part of your personality. What made you want ownership over your brand instead of just being the face? Why did this kind of thoughts come into you of entrepreneurship and owning the brand and the responsibility and the authority? What made you do that?
Only because of the people that approached me for Manasiverse, which is 3D immersive technology. And we're building the whole space.
The whole ecosystem.
It's basically gamification of yourself.
Absolutely.
This wonderful human being, Shatadru, who recognized that I am a crazy person, mad person, and he literally, Shatadru, and I want to say thank you to him, he's literally the person who's told me that I need to take ownership of my brand, and I need to, whatever I'm doing, I need to take ownership of it, because at the end of the day, money is everything, and I need to earn it correctly. And so it started there, and he's also my partner with Mana by Manasi.
Oh wow. So Mana by Manasi, was it a personal need or a market gap that you visualized, or you understood, accepted, and got into action?
So it happened because I was talking about healing, self-healing and sound healing, and things that I learned from Vidyut, my friend Vidyut Jamal, and I met somebody who was a partner in Manava Manasi, whose wife I healed. And then they called me for a conversation and asked me, and then they said, listen, this Seabaktan, this is what you told us about. We grow this and we are doing products with this. And they said, could you repackage and redo this? And that's how, that was the whole circle that happened. Opportunity.
Wow. Fantastic. So you are early to digital innovation and the metaverse. So do you think artists today must think like entrepreneurs to stay relevant? Because that's perpetuality.
No, not just that, but I'll go back to the first part of your question. Artists today should get into the metaverse, into 3D. I think Indian Ocean has also done it. Shan has done it. Spotify is the worst thing for artists in the world. Please, and I tell people, please get into Apple if you're listening to it. There is so much disrespect from all these agencies. So this metaverse, the reprogramming that artists need to do is literally get into the metaverse and 3D programming in tech. If they, so you can't tell it to people like, the big playback singers, because they're already doing their own stuff. But all the indie artists need to start here and build the brand from scratch, from tech and from the 3D universe.
So what is more difficult, Manasi? Is it building a brand or protecting it? What is more difficult?
I can't answer that because I'm just like, I just float on in the world and carry on. But I guess building it, because I think when you build it, I just saw this wonderful movie with George Clooney called J. Kelly. And at the end of it, he literally, this whole concept happens about building or protecting a brand and family life and family choices. And he looks at the camera and just goes, can we go again? So I think building the brand would be the toughest. Protecting it should be you giving back to what the universe has given to you. So, I mean, that should just be a given. You must protect what you built. Thanks.
And you're enjoying the process of building a brand? It's fun.
Where am I building a brand? I'm just floating. Yeah, and I'm learning from a lot of people. But yeah, slowly and steadily learning how to build a brand. I never thought of myself like that.
For people who have access to a lot of people through the actions and activities that they do, building a brand is so easy because you just need to under promise and over deliver, which I think you are doing all the time.
This is over delivering all the time.
All the time.
Never.
So that's how a brand is being built. Showing up every time, each time that you have made a commitment and living up to that commitment and fulfilling it is what builds a brand. So whatever you're doing, you're a brand for the people who engage your capabilities by the way of a stage show or performance in a movie or in a web series is nothing but you being being a brand. Metaverse is always created for people who are already brands. Unknown people don't have a metaverse.
Thank you.
So
yeah, that feels good to listen.
You are trying to be humble, but you already are a brand. And I'm sure you're protecting it well by making sure that every promise is fulfilled.
That I tried. That's all we can do, right? Like,
so what's one wellness myth that you strongly disagree with?
Allopathic medication. Stop taking medicines. They're the worst things for your body. They just suppress illness. If medicines worked, the common cold would have been eradicated. They don't. Just stick it out and start healing naturally. No medication will ever help you. No supplements help you.
What about the pain that you have to endure? And what about everybody just wants to get numb if it is painful? There is a toothache, just pop in a pill and it's a painkiller and you kill the pain.
See, if you go into it technically, it doesn't really work because it is, you wait for 30 minutes for some sort of, so the brain is actually telling you, ye dawai liye to ye pain kam hoga.
Okay.
It's a
the placebo
It's
effect.
a myth. Yeah, it is a myth. When I had my knee dislocation, my wonderful friend Vidyut Jamal, the most fit person in the world, made me do a Padmasana with a dislocated knee. And when I got into a Padmasana with a dislocated knee and the body understood what I was trying to do, it healed in 6 hours. I had a knee dislocation that popped back. And he said, no doctors, get into a Padmasana. So that's the biggest myth, that you have to trust your body enough to heal. But people don't want it. They want quick fixes. So allopathic medication, it is the...
People don't want to, experience pain to a longer period of time. That's the reason they get into...
People don't respect their bodies. And
that's your message, that you really need to learn your body and
coming back
make
to
it heal on its own.
And coming back to Manava Manasi, the idea was to redevelop a relationship with your skin and your hair. Talk to your body, talk to your hair. I mean, I know people find it very...
So Manava Manasi is only products or also conversations?
there are many conversations. There are full videos on YouTube. I've actually explained this entire thing that I'm telling you. It's there. People listen. They listen. People who don't.
On the website.
Also on YouTube. There's a whole playlist of Manasi and the.
Oh wow, fantastic. So what advice would you give to young women who are juggling ambition, creativity, and expectation?
I don't give advice to anyone.
Or what would you like to share on this question?
I can't, because I realized that people live different lives, and only when our paths cross with each other can you explain your journey and not. But I know what you're asking, so I would just say never apologize for being who you are, and never be afraid of crying or showing emotion. Drama is your birthright as a woman, and go for it and go loud and go large. And don't let anyone shut you down for the things you want to do or not want to do, or the things that break you or don't. Be a woman, be a drama queen, and keep going.
Fantastic. So you wear multiple hats. You're into music, you're into acting, you're into business, you're into metaverse, that is technology. What keeps you the most excited, and how do you switch roles between all these multiple commitments that you have given to yourself?
I think what keeps me the most excited is my child and the phone call with him every morning. I love being on stage. That's the one thing. I just finished a new web series and I realized how much I've missed being on set. I love radio. I love talking. I think what keeps me most excited is connection, communication, conversation. As long as I make an impact or make a difference, or someone hears me and it matters to them, that's everything. Then I'll keep doing it over and over again. I'm a naturally excited person 24/7. I just hope that maybe people like you and me are the kind of people in the world that can make it a better place, a nicer, brighter place. So every time that I see someone respond to my energy, someone call me for a podcast, someone talk to me, and I realize that I'm being heard and being spoken to, then I look for that, elsewhere. So I think my excitement comes from living this life the largest and the best and the fullest way that I can, and being me.
So Manasi, you are into singing and you sing your own songs. What inspires you, excites you, motivates you, or gives you a reason to write a new song and then sing it?
It's the easiest thing. The person in front who wants the song. Like, I can give you 40 songs in one direction, and I need to be controlled. Like, if you, okay, give me a word.
Wellness.
What type of music do you like? Like, do you like ballads, rock, pop?
Ballad.
If I could tell you how to heal you, I'd bring you back to wellness. So my brain just works like this. So I need to just know kahan jana hai, direction kya karni hai. So I make songs on the fly, literally. And like, it just maybe has to do with the fact that I've never learned music. I have all my musician friends who call me to start songs. So I can, in fact, if you tell me ki Manasi, ye mera brand hai, meko na ye gana chahiye is words ke sath, I do it. Otherwise, like even wellness like this, I could make you like a Goni song on it. I can make you a rock song on it. I can make everything. So for me, words matter very little. So when I was doing Zoya Jewels, I did 6 ads for them. They sent me their mission statement. They had lyrics like something about roots of trees growing up, and I'll put all of it into a song. For me, it's the music. It's the cadence of what I have to sing. Words don't matter at all, and maybe I'm blessed. I can just make music out of the top of my head.
So you're a phenomenal stage performer, and you control crowds in thousands, and those are live shows. What I want to understand is that's a lot of power when one person with a group of people is actually making people happy, entertaining them, and also getting them in their best energy levels. How do you do that? What goes behind it? How do you excite so many people together that they come in the same rhythm that you're in? How does it happen?
That's so beautiful a question. I'll just start with a precursor. I've met a lot of actors who feel completely the opposite when they're doing these things on stage. They feel drained. Yesterday, my bandmates actually told me that they were talking to someone. They said I performed the way that I did on No Sleep because I draw from the audience. Coldplay said it best. It's that one point in time where nobody's thinking of anything else except the music and the song and the lyrics. No one's thinking of race, caste, religion, nothing. It's just people uniting in music, and it's not a simple thing. It's got nothing to do with just me or the audience. It's just everybody that gets together for one purpose for a little while, to dance or to sing or to listen, and then the rest takes over. So
and you and the audience get mutually hypnotized, I could say that.
Yeah, I think I do.
They're all coming into trance.
Yeah, most bands and most big bands, but I also think that I think I understand it at my level, understand audiences a lot, and I move through music like I can feed off. I can see what they want, and I can give them. Like KK, he's no more. May he rest in peace. He and I did the first 100,000 people show in India, Eden Gardens, in 2003. I have never heard a roar of a crowd like that in my life, and it made me realize what a privilege it is, and I think it's a blessing, it's a privilege. It just all comes together without thinking for me, and I think for most artists it does.
On an average, how many shows do you do in a year?
It's been a little less.
I'm asking this question because I've got vested interest in that, so I'm asking you this question.
I used to do more than 200 at one point in time. I bought my house to that, produced my album.
200?
More than. I mean, I had the first Jet Airways platinum card. We did 60 shows that month. I launched the first IPL, did the first military games, performed at the Taj. Like, I've done all those. Of course, social media has come in and taken everything away.
Mm-hmm.
But also it came at the right time. My son in his teenage years, I decided to take a little bit of a step back to be around more for him, because I'm a single mom. Like the last 2 years, it's just kind of taken. But now it's going back to
back to action, and globally.
Yeah.
And where have you enjoyed the audience the most, other than Eden Gardens? Because 100,000 people is a wish for so many stage performers, and I don't know how
I've done many
get that
of them.
opportunity. And you've got
many
of them under your belt. Oh wow, that's fantastic.
100,000, yeah, we've done.
So other than Eden Gardens, which has been the most exciting audience to you, where they didn't allow you to stop, they just wanted you to go on and on and on?
The most recent was Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas's wedding. PC kept, and they were big stars.
Oh, you performed there as well?
I did that's how the Jonas Brothers sang with me.
Ah.
It was Priyanka and Nick's wedding, and we were supposed to sing for 90
Jonas had to get married to give you a chance to sing.
I will give this to PC because we've known each other for years. But that woman is so phenomenal. She didn't let anyone leave the dance floor, and I ended up singing for 4.5 hours with the Maharaja finally saying, "Can she please stop singing?" That was the most exciting crowd, because people don't respect you like that at a wedding event. But see, and there were stars.
4.5 hours.
I've done 7 hours also one time.
What is the first thing that happens when you complete the show? Are you drained out? Are you satisfied and excited and you can't sleep?
I can sing for another 4.
You can sing for another 4.
Yeah, that's when
insane.
an audience is like that. So that's one. The World Military Games, which happened in India, that was phenomenal. I mean, there were, and being an army brat, there were all contingents from Canada, USA, everywhere, and that roar of, because the Westerners recognize me more as a, there's a connection to it. That was another phenomenal show. My own concert in Vegas at the Venetian. I had a residency. I did the Manasi Scott show in Vegas. So these would be the biggest.
Wow, that's fabulous. That's a lot. That's a lot,
yeah.
Manasi. So we've almost come to the end of this conversation, Manasi. And the last bit is lighter, quicker, but still real. So I'm going to throw a few everyday life situations to you. There is no right or wrong answer, Manasi. You can flow the way you're flowing. It is just instinct. Just instinct.
Let's
That's
go.
it. Which is what you're good at. So tell me what you choose and why. The why is important. Staying in a career you're good at versus starting again in something that you love. I also know you're doing what you love, but still, I want you to answer this question.
Neither. Because if something dropped into my lap that was new, I would just go for it. Like, I would go with what I get, whether it's new or old or whatever. Like, do you understand? Adventure matters more to me than...
You're not a planned person. Whatever comes your way, you're ready to take it on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So would you rather be early to something and be misunderstood, or late but widely accepted?
Early to something and misunderstood.
You're open to that. No fear.
Yeah, I'm an army brat. I have to be punctual, and I'm fine with being misunderstood. Pun intended, yeah.
Fantastic.
Early to something and misunderstood, anyway.
Fantastic. So taking the first big break that comes your way versus waiting for one that feels aligned.
First big break.
I knew that answer. I wasted a question. What drains you more? Doing something you don't believe in or constantly having to explain yourself?
Nothing drains me. I don't really care about either of it. I don't get drained.
Fantastic. I'm sure the audience has understood that by now, because
I've learned
even after a 7.5 hours of a show on the stage, you can carry on for another 4.5 hours.
Yeah, but there's also something poignant in your question. It's I've just learned to stop apologizing for who I am. So nothing drains me anymore.
Yeah, the world has to accept you as you are. That's it.
If you don't want it, please leave.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Excellent. So if everything you have built disappeared tomorrow, what's the first skill that you will rely on to rebuild?
Love. Because everything I had did disappear at one point in time because I gave it away in my divorce to my ex. Started with 0 in my account. So I've been there, done that. And it's just
so the first skill that you'll depend on, if that happens?
Singing. My song, I can sing anything out of the park. But it's not about skill. It's about love. It's about faith. You don't need a skill. You need to believe and you need to have love and faith to rebuild.
Fantastic. And the voice is always with you. The talent is always with you. And you're ever ready.
Yeah.
For any size of an audience. Yeah. Size doesn't matter at all.
3 people, 4 people have sung for it.
Fantastic. That's excellent. So when people look at your journey, what do you hope they don't misunderstand?
Nothing. Offense is taken, not given. They can handle themselves and see my journey and not misunderstand anything, please.
Wow. Excellent.
I'm literally
excellent.
filled with joy and light, and people should just see that.
Absolutely. So I love how clearly your choices reflect the way you have lived. The way you have lived. So absolutely layered, intentional, and no apologies at all.
For nothing, ever.
You are who you are. Fantastic.
My father used to say, sorry is the stupidest word. Thappad marte raho, sorry bolte raho. What's the point? So no apologies for anything.
So what's the big plans? What's the next 5 years looking like?
Firstly, I'm still praying to Jesus for a show on my birthday because the last 5 years I've not worked on my
birthday. Announce your birthday. I think somebody
31st December, you're all celebrating it.
Oh, seriously? Yes. You made it up or you really born on 31st?
I was with the tooth in my mouth on 31st.
On 31st?
Yeah, and with the tooth in my mouth.
Oh,
I was born
so where are you performing 31st?
I really want to because the last 5 years I've not and I've lost that market and but I really want, I love being on stage on 31st. So yeah, I'm hoping last minute because the DJ, after lockdown, I think the DJs were easier, spending money for a singer is much bigger, but I'm really hoping.
How do you do resource management? Because when you're into too many businesses, how do you do resource management? How do you manage resources, people, expectations, material needs, logistics, coordinations? How do you manage that? Do you have an efficient personal team which does this for you?
Absolutely. I have a manager and do all that, but we don't look at it.
But that manager takes care only of your music entitlements or your acting activities?
You're saying resource management, so it takes care of travel, stay, movement.
No, people, getting new businesses on board, managing the businesses that you're doing. You don't have that. So that's what is your missing link. You need to get that organized.
In India, all management or resource management is glorified secretaries. Nobody really goes out and pushes. You will produce a Bollywood song or a film, but you don't produce an artist.
Don't have a system where you have integrated all your multiple activities.
It's not my system. There is no system that exists in the country for an artist.
Okay. You have not set up a system. You have not set up a system for your multiple activities.
I have a system.
Okay.
But in India, unless you have Bollywood behind you, that system doesn't work.
Okay.
Because everybody that has to then make that system work is just a glorified secretary. What you're talking about is going out, getting business, collating everything else and putting it together. You don't have talent or management in the country. You are coming on board now, doing this for me.
Absolutely. So I would love to do that. So what I would like to tell you is that whenever you're doing multiple businesses, there is a concept called forward integration and backward integration.
Mathematics.
I will tell you something. And good, it's not mathematics. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it. The forward integration and backward integration is now you own a skincare brand and you also do music concerts. So you are front facing so many people, not only on camera, but also live on stage. So for you to establish a brand in the minds of people is so convenient and so easy. But all of this needs a strategy and all of this needs a plan. Customer acquisition cost is the most critical cost of any business model, including what you're doing.
Cost is the right thing because when I stand on stage and I tell them, this is me and my product, everyone in front of me buys the product. That's how I've been selling my product.
That's the reason I ask you how many concerts do you do?
Exactly.
And how many people are there on an average, because that opportunity can be explored and leveraged in a very positive way in multiple formats.
Let's do it.
For the multiple activities that you're doing.
Let's do it.
And I'm so happy you're not doing this so that we get an
Can
opportunity
do
to do it together. Lovely. So friends, this was a brilliant, inspiring conversation. And Manasi, this has been such a powerful conversation.
Thank you.
I so loved it. So thank you for sharing not just the highlights, but the pauses, the doubts, and the decisions that shaped into making who you actually are. Friends, these kind of conversations are not just to be enjoyed, but to be imbibed and absorbed so that we can add one value to what we are doing and make ourselves more valuable. That is the whole objective of this podcast, Zero to Infinite.
That's perfectly
It
said.
is
Value.
Unlimited thinking, and what you do on an everyday basis is what all of us keep doing, but the energy also matters. The energy that you carry, the aura that you build when you're speaking, and the performances that you give on stage and off stage is something that was absolutely admirable to know. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to look upon more information related to this great personality, Manasi Scott. And yes, she is hot.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best,
Thank
Manasi,
you.
and we'll keep meeting,
Thank
we'll keep
you.
connecting,
Thank you.
and we promise to work together.
Yes, for sure.
And
You
the
heard it here.
concert- And the concert tickets.
Yes, for sure.
So Manasi, that was awesome. It's such a pleasure to meet you
Likewise.
and be with you on the podcast. And the wellness brand ambassador that you are, I would love to say that we are also in the activity and services of wellness, Sante Spa Cuisine. We are in 5 cities: Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Bangalore, Ahmedabad.
I've been to your Mumbai branch, I've been to your Pune place.
So you're going to do all 3. Whenever you are having concerts in those cities, which you
Done.
will have, I manifest for that.
Done deal.
So you'll be going in there.
Done deal.
Done. So Santi is all about honestly healthy.
Thank you.
Nothing
Appreciate
artificial. And we create flavors from the use of ingredients that take place. Keep spreading wellness. You do it through your brands of wellness brands, and we'll do it through Sante Spa Cuisine. I work with and for Konark Cancer Foundation. It's a foundation which takes care of cancer patients. If you know anyone suffering with cancer, then we at Konark Cancer Foundation can connect the person with the right resources and facilities to ensure that the right time, right treatment reaches the patient. Whether it is connecting the resources or providing resources to the cancer patient, we do it all. It also includes support for accommodation in the city of Mumbai. We are associated and connected and networked with the right resources, the right doctors, and the right hospitals. We can bring all of this on a table to you so that it is convenience for you. Whether it is guidance, whether it is medical support, or whether it is operating procedures, our team facilitates every activity required for the patient and the support required for the family. We also connect you to the right NGOs and donors to ensure that you also get financial support and aid to whatever extent possible to ensure that the treatment happens and the life is saved. If you know of anyone who is suffering with cancer, please connect with us. The details are mentioned in the content below. Konark Cancer Foundation is an NGO. It's a not-for-profit organization, and we have lots of volunteers which support this good deed. So get in touch with us and help us to save lives. You too can be a part of this movement. Konark Cancer Foundation. Thank you so much.